Hello everyone, it's me, me. So this week I thought I'd do some more stuff about books because you guys seem to like the book thing. I found this tag called the Reader's Problems tag and I thought it was really cool because it's like about the issues you face when you read a lot of books. Let's get started. Question number 1 is, you have 2,000 books on your to be read. How in the world do you decide what to read next? My to be read is quite big at the moment. And so it is a bit of a problem because like always, whenever I walk past a bookstore, I can't not go in. It's this thing that I have. When my mother is with me, she will literally have to drag me past the bookstore because otherwise I will go into the bookstore. And every time I'm there, I'm like, I'm gonna buy one book. I come out with 4. I just go through them like you do in a bookstore and look at the blurbs and the covers and just go, which one do I feel like reading at the moment? And I just pick them out as I feel like reading them. Second question, you're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or are you committed? Like, if I'm not liking a book, I will finish reading it because I'm like, I bought it and I spent money on it. I have to finish reading it. I don't care. Like, the Divergent series, I hated those books. As soon as I finished, like, the first book was okay, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'll get the next one. Started reading the next one and really was not loving it. I had to force myself to sit down and read through Insurgent and Allegiant because I was damned if I wasn't going to finish the entire series because even though I didn't like them, I still had to get them because I can't not have a full set of books on my bookshelf unless I haven't read the sequel / next part of the series or it hasn't come out yet. Number 3, the cover of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? Okay, this is really hard for me because there's a few that I actually own that don't match, and every time I look at them I'm like, I just have to breathe through it. I don't like it, but in my brain I'm like, right, when I get the money, I'll just rebuy them so that they all match. Question number 4. Everyone and their mother loves a book you do not like. Who do you bond with over shared feelings? Okay, so like I mentioned before, the Divergent series, I didn't really like that. Whereas other people are like, oh my god, it's my favorite book series. Most of my friends say that, actually. And I sit there and go, meh. I'm secure in the fact that if I don't like the book, it's okay. Other people may like it, that's their opinion. My opinion is that I don't like the book, and that's okay because we're all different people and we can all like different things. This one is a good one. Number 5. You're reading a book and you're about to start crying in public. How do you deal? Oh, I just cry. I really don't care. If I'm into a book, like so into it, I just don't give a crap about everyone else around me. I will sit there and I will get through it. If it makes me cry, I will just cry because that's what books do. Question 6. A sequel of a book you love just came out, but you've forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Will you reread the book, skip the sequel, try to find synopsis on the internet, cry in frustration? Like, I just go on Google, find a synopsis, read the synopsis, or like read the blurb. Or sometimes actually, like I did with A Court of Mr. Fury, because I finally got around to reading that, was I just started reading it and I remembered stuff as I went along. Number 7. You do not want anyone borrowing your books. How do you politely tell people nope when they ask? Well, you see, I kind of let people borrow my books, which if you know one of my best friends, she will take a book and literally take months to actually pick it up and read it. I lent her Girl Online and I think she had it for about 5 months, which was upsetting. And I just recently lent her Anna and the French Kiss and I still haven't, actually not recently, and then it took her like a month. How long ago did I lend it to her? Oh, months ago, and I still haven't gotten it back. I asked about it last month and she was like, I haven't read it yet. I don't tell people no, which is, yeah, I should really do that. But like, if it's someone that knows how special books are to you and how you love them with all your freaking heart, then and they respect that and they try and get it back to you as soon as possible, then you know what, it's okay to lend those people books because they actually respect how much you love them. Number 8. Reading ADD. You picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your reading slump? Okay, so I just recently went through a reading slump, which basically means like you don't want to read, like, because your brain does sort of get sick of being fed books over and over and over and over again. And so you kind of go through this stage where you're like, I don't want to read anymore, but I do still want to read. So I will go and just watch movies and YouTube and TV shows, and I will binge watch that stuff, and then I will come back and I will pick up a book and I'll be fine. So I think it's like, if you read a lot of books and you read them quite frequently, your brain just sort of goes, I'm done, let's do something else for a while. Question 9. There are so many new books coming out that you're dying to read. How many do you actually buy? Well, let's see. Like I told you before, I will walk into a bookstore going, okay, I only need 1 book, and I will pick up 5 and buy 5. So if there's like a whole bunch of books that I really want to read that are like part of a new series, or it's like a new book that looks awesome and I really want to read, I will go in and I will buy all of them. Ow. I have no self-control when it comes to books. Number 10. After you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them? Like I said, I have a whole bunch of books. There's 14 in my to be read at the moment. And I will read as fast as I can, but usually 1 book, with how busy I am, will take me a week to read. If I wasn't working, it would be like 2 to 3 days. But because I work so much and I have so much to do, it actually takes me longer to read them because I have to read them sporadically instead of sitting down and just going and gluing my face to the book like I usually would. They sit there for months. But you know what? It's okay because I do read them eventually. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed learning about my book problems because I do have them. Everyone does. Yeah, so if you like this video, feel free to like it and to subscribe. That would be cool. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye! Okay, I need to feed my stomach because it just keeps going blah.